I'm Karen, and I'm a yarn addict. And that I am. This is my channel, A Yarn Addict with Karen. And I talk about crochet on here, and I show y'all all of the things that I make crochet-wise, because that's what I do. Things are messing up over here, so I was trying to get them straight. And I show y'all yarn when I get it, which I do pretty often. My husband, which is named Mr. Not because he's not a yarn addict, for those of you that are new, and if you hear me talk about Mr. Not, that's my husband. He gets quite flustered with me and my yarn buying. But that's just something he has to live with because he knows I'm going to buy yarn. I've been in a slump here and haven't been using yarn like I should be, because I should be using a bunch of it so he can't say nothing. No, he just does his little griping and groaning and moaning. But I don't pay any attention to him. Not about my yarn, because he knows he wants to grumble about anything. So I'll let it go with that and move on. Well, this video I've been meaning to make for quite a long time. I answered these a couple of weeks ago on my live, kind of answered them, I guess. But I was tagged by Lorraine over at Chatelain Makes. I was trying, I think that's how she pronounces it. And I'll link her channel down below in the description box. And y'all go over there and check her out. She's got some pretty things and doing a lot over there. But y'all go see her. Her name's Lorraine. And just go check her out over there. And then I got tagged by some other people. And I'm so sorry. I had it down in my mind. Oh, I shouldn't even done this video without looking it up. I am so sorry. I thought I would remember. It left me. I am so sorry. Anyway, I'm doing this video about the 10 yarny things about me that Bag O' Day first put out. So, like I said, I was supposed to do this back a week or so ago, but I'm going to do it now. So, I got my questions. I do have them wrote down. Don't have the answers. I'll just tell y'all. I think I can read my writing here. We hope so anyway. Number one was, what is your favorite color? This color. Peaches, corals. This family group has always been one of my favorite colors. But I also like teals and that family group just as much because they go beautiful with corals. So that's the top of the list of my favorite. And probably second, it didn't ask second, but I'm going to add second. I like reds and purples. So that's just, I think, some of my very favorite colors when it comes. I used to love pastel colors. And I always wanted everything just whites and pastels. But I have really gotten here in the last year or so and just really liking those deep saturated purples and reds, and I guess the jewel tone colors. I like those a lot. I just like it, and I like them together, and just beautiful. It'll take me all night if I'm going to take 3 or 4 minutes on every question, won't it? What is my favorite weight of yarn? Well, my favorite weight of yarn is a 3 down. 3, basically, I guess if you just said you've got to pick one, a number 3 would be what I would go to first, I imagine. what is my favorite style of yarn? And that's like roving or chain spun. And chain spun is, I guess, I'd have to say is my favorite style of yarn. I believe that's what that means. And what is my favorite fiber? Well, let me think. I don't have to think far or long. Cotton. I love cotton. But bamboo's running a close second. And I love cotton and bamboo together. I love cotton and other things together, and I love bamboo and other things together. And most of all, I love cotton and bamboo together. Love them, love them, love them. What's my favorite brand of yarn that inside the USA? I'd have to say Line Brand. I guess I order, I think, more yarn from Line Brand, and running a close second would be Premier. I like to always, because you know, half the time you really like a lot of Line Brand products, half the time you like a lot of Premier, half the time you like a lot of Red Heart. Yeah, I like all of them. There's not one that I found that I just don't like, but the best, I think, overall, if you just put the overall thinking about it, you know, what you can get, would be Line Brand. Then, what is your favorite brand outside the U.S.? And that's like what you can get, you know, order, I'm sure, outside the U.S. There's a lot of them. A lot of them. I guess number one right now at this point in time would be ice yarns. They've got such a big variety of yarns, and you can just find anything and everything there. So I think I'd have to say ice. I ordered from the Wool Warehouse, and I'm liking them. I've been looking at them because they've got a lot of different brands, just, you know, that we don't normally get here in the U.S. So, but if you look at the yarns you're getting from these different companies, and you go back and you can get, the way I look at it, you can just about go to ice yarns and get something that's comparable to them. Now, there's some that you're not going to get at ice yarns, but most of them I've seen that, you know, pretty well ice yarns carries. Then, what is your favorite online store, and what's your favorite brick and mortar store? And I'm thinking that's like maybe, well, I guess it could be any online store, I don't know. Probably my favorite online store that I order more from besides Line Brand and things like that would be Hirschner's. I think that because that, you know, that's one of the stores that you can get a lot of different, you know, just a variety of different things from. And my favorite brick and mortar, I've always thought, was Michael's, but Joann's is coming. I love Hobby Lobby, but I just don't get to the others that much often either. Except for, and Hobby Lobby's closer to me, and I like their yarns, love them. Overall, I think I'd say Michael's. Do you keep your scraps, and if you do, what do you use them for? I keep my scraps usually just in a little plastic bag, and when I make amigurumis, which I haven't made a lot of lately, so I've got a big bag stuff. Of course, I get down to not having a lot of scraps left. I can push it. I can play that yarn chicken a long way. I don't ever have any big scraps, because if I've got a few yards of something, I'm going to put it up and then use it in a project or an amigurumi or something. So that's what I do keep my scraps, and I do end up using them somewhere, either in amigurumis or stuffing in, using them on the amigurumis to make some part of them, or clothes for them, or something, or stuffing them with it. So I guess that gets that. And then, what is the one thing, if you had to make one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be, and what yarn would I use? Well, if I had to make one thing for the rest of my life, it would probably, I've thought about this question quite a bit. I think that it would be wraps, because you can make big wraps and little wraps for I love to make shawls, I really do, but I also love to make wraps. And with the wraps, I guess, and what yarn would I use? It'd be cotton yarn. If I just had to have one fiber, I guess that's what it would end up being, would be, if I had to just have one fiber and could buy all I wanted, that was all I would be, pima cotton. So, because I love pima cotton, because it's soft and nice, and there's a lot of nice other cottons, but the pima cottons to me are just, they're the best. So, but that's the 10 Yarny questions tag that's going around. And I think most everybody's probably been tagged, but if you haven't been tagged, and I'm sure you have, but I don't know, Kelly, Crochet Me Pink Kelly, do this 10 questions now. And everybody else I'm thinking of is already, I don't know if they've all done it, but I've heard other people tag them. So I'm tagging everybody besides Kelly. Kelly, you got to do it. So everybody else out there, answer the questions. If you've been tagged or hadn't been tagged, I'm tagging you. I don't care who you are. If you haven't done these questions, a Yarn Addict with Karen tagged you. So do it. Any of y'all sitting on the fence wanting to start a channel, this would be a good thing to start out with your channel, telling the 10 things you love about yarn and all of your likes and dislikes and everything like that. You're tagged. All of you. I'm going to let y'all go, but if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you hadn't subscribed to my channel, I sure would appreciate it. I do all kind of things here. I do show my crochet. I do show my yarn. I do things like this. I've tried to do I do a live each and every Monday night, and I've been kind of slack with only one more video during the week, but I'm trying to get better at that. I look back, and last year I was doing at least 2 and 3 videos most every week. I don't know what's got into me. I think because my live, but I'm going to start doing just more plain videos, showing y'all. I'm going to start making more. I've told myself I've got to quit doing this. Oh, I don't want to crochet today, but I sit down and crochet. I just don't really ever totally, what I consider, start a project. I might do a chain in one row and think that's going to be this. Half the time I take it apart and start over. So that's why y'all don't ever see those things, because I end up taking them apart. And I just, we talk about a lot of things here. So if y'all like this and hadn't subscribed, I would appreciate if you would. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate if you'd give me a thumbs up. And then please, please go down there, right down there, and leave me a comment. Those of you that are watching on a device where you can leave a comment. I know a lot of you are like me and watch on a TV or on another device that you can't leave a comment, so I understand that completely. And I think I told you about my Facebook group, or I did another video and I probably hadn't. I do have a Facebook group. If you have Facebook, you hadn't joined, please come on over and join. I also have Instagram and Twitter, which I've been terrible at putting anything on, but it's getting summertime and I'm going to start getting outside and making some pictures of stuff. I'm trying to think what else I forgot, y'all, because I know there has been something. I appreciate all of y'all, and thank you so much for coming to this video and watching. I truly do appreciate all of my subscribers, and I keep each and every one of y'all in my prayers. I truly do. And then y'all know what you all gotta do. You over there and you over there. All of you. Keep coming back because I'm gonna be here. And y'all know it. I love you all.